Asempa FM Suni, all talk all day. Ekosiisen Juvedi no Asuguso a 44 minutes after 5. Make say the medical akano Sampine Atenase. Or regional secretary ma NPP Ashanti region. Anthony Nupenu Atenase. Or regional organizer Emma NDC Greater Accra region. And meaning says a party no ebie kwan no mo kwoto aba Anthony Nupenu e also konanim obi bese moti a omo nan hwe omo chikro omo nante ko omo nim inti Anthony Nupenu would have to move up wabo adwuma and the records are there to show inti duru a yebedi sa nkomo no eyie but sampan na kwa aba na apomu ye de
na me de me nkomanim
tobo na safe na me ba wo de no so
apomu ye pa na me na dom ne mo mpaye
wo de no oh, the party position there was a you have to join the executive. It was a big man. A big man. I was all joining the executive. What did I say? I mean, shame. I mean, one of the CEO positions, it was a course because I'm paying a boy Juma. Some paying maintaining. And you're bad. That's all better my.
We only do energy commission.
That's how I choose.
When is that? I'm who listening make it round. Deputy Minister.
And you can make demonstration here.
Me who are go for and let's go him the aircraft.
Obi, Yamina Empire, Madam for Honorable Michael Amoku MC for
Wabieja South. Yes. Municipal Assembly. Yes. Honorable Yansu Yachao. Wabon home. I mean, DC is any MC is was a Omanpenisha maintaining Omono. He's one of them. Onone your friend is saying Miami District DC. Even my sister district, Kwame Poku CID. On nso abon homo den papa I was say o mampanyin hwe maintain o munti ye chia mu nyina ewo Ashanti region Sampine and amoten nka no ye beba na en yes no ne the main topic and Anthony
ye behuru kama pa
akwa aba na pom te sen
obi obodi adon ma nipa ho ye
bibia koye
nyame adom
respect no
nyame adom
by elections really obo adwuma pa
me catch you say nyame adwuma
no
nyame na honden ani onuado a ye de ye team
ene ma uni made ma make asa ye be ye friend say constituency watch wo Katamanso o me drew hono for a moment because I'm confused enti me buy na me share data no share history of the constituency. I knew that it would be difficult for the NPP to. But you drew grounds after me share some man made tini adeni because former MP friend saying Afotiagbo right Afotiagbo as also supported hopes na doye hopes na ye juma and when we got there what was a Charlie vibe na what form no and hopes and air banner the crowd and they dinner chini I'm like ade we anytime I want to candidate ne buy you know. Now, if you me share how announce what vim na would papa na ni member no. Of course, I mean I must admit, sir, I was not particularly impressed about a candidate or started say or kasa any other no. I was not very impressed, but I think you did a good job for him. Without you, the Anka Beding, I think without you, Anka hopes in Beji seat, no. I honestly
it's not about me, it's about the kind of Onuado in the two famous constituencies, you know, because my hunter say no matter what the situations were, no, the party is supreme.
Yeah.
Until you be biara candidate in the so in the 2016 contest, Omubufu ye nyamano. I say come ho anopa na jo eninkofu kasa to say inina yebetimi hu say we have a bigger task ahead of us. Say yebema seat na ye dia since yebe fa one strand hu ebri. So those were the things we did. And yeah, the kind of hey also. But
Why?
Who were done for pa ne
Hopes na do ye.
Nti say once na your family
Baby, enya dan for asem. Say ye me chiba and I say me twin brother pon na wo MPP ticket to I would deny him.
Hey,
Because our party. Ono no person be dom NPP. Misu me dom NDC. You do election. So me twin brother and I me yirimpo and then wo MPP ticket so I would deny him. I will go for my party.
go for a party.
Yeah, of course.
Wow.
And for me, no, baby, na you do no nya down for some.
Yeah, what can some is all right.
And those were the things are.
Yeah.
And then ye kasa ya to make sure say we tame the turbulence.
Yeah.
To be able to achieve that.
At the time, I near constituency watch, you know. By that time, na unim se mo be winning.
Now,
and now we
need, but the margin was not clear. At that time, we were around, say, we were within the 50s.
Okay.
But not yet clear because there was still some stalemates. So we believe, say, with a little push, we'll sail. And from there, maybe mana in Krofokano, ebimu de war that encounter. So we feel say, let's step higher and then go a little above where we are.
But what to say, be say MC or Hone ha hopes and yes, I go.
It is not true. So I say when my back I say MC in her hopes in ya abadu do sin Nana Akufo-Addo. Hopsin was 3,000 ahead of Nana Akufo-Addo. Yeah, candidate is 3,000 below John Mahama. So it tells you say 3,000 people move to Abama John Mahama no. Ever to Abama Hopsin. Akufo-Addo nya 35,000. Hopsin nya 38,000. Oh, John Mahama nya 54,000. Yeah, candidate nya 51,000. And this MC no di ni hiamwa. Anka say ese Nana Akufo-Addo nya abasin
Hopsin ado.
It is that analogy me adiapa and kwaso. So for me, I believe that Hopsin is not telling the people the truth. And onukwa nyami di bwa. So do 38,000.
Sir?
Nyami di bwa.
But the next election in that constituency will be interesting. And obviously,
very interesting. Every constituency, there's no safe seat for anybody.
Any party now.
Apart from the two main regions, political parties,
Yeah.
you know what strong heights. No? All constituencies in the
it's up for grabs.
14 other regions, no, obiabetimi and making inroads. Even strongholds, say a voter region, cry is challenged. Only the Ashanti region is not challenged because one will believe be say umbilical cord is tied to the blue, white, and red. But and then with side no, I believe say ye be no mankasa every side regions no ya na monto ye ni ye crampo and microphone mo siafem almost say sifem almost say they need to go and tie their umbilical cord to the NPP. Enti ye cry ye safe for a stronghold. Enti every political party can make a gain or a loss in any constituency. But a bit jina wu political party no won't share anyone among two. Any near udi jina sa pempensuno. It's not about personality, it's about it's not about the party, it's about personality.
Personalities.
Obi abeso to abamo obi odina mrahye bedwemu a obi diabwa ni penso aso manako. People don't want to see MPs ebetina pillar chibium. They don't show up in parliament. As much as you show up in parliament, also to show up in the constituency, in the public space. So me who call politics muna say you don't have the three keys. It will be very, very difficult for you to be able to lead the people.
Wow.
Yes, before 4 years, no, who phone say we dey penny bill. Na be in same baby.
Na nipa ya upushi na mane be ye MP wo hoyi. Or yeah, of
course, he's a first-time MP. He need to learn the rudiments of the game. Aside that, I've told him, say, first things I saw here is to build human relationship. A key, both in the legislature and both in the constituency. Say nipa betinasi, niawu pesa uye, niawu deba. When people understand you and see you visible and you're able to explain yourself and they understand you, they will always be around. And
now visibility na parliament or kasada.
Oh, say which first time MP na here so far visible in parliament. Maybe apart from more frontline committees be more filing certain questions on certain issues. They've come up there. But aside that, when it comes to the debate of the house,
a challenger was more more watch it out for, because
so
it's easy for the people to begin putting that in the minds of
so going forward.
Easy.
One thing MPs be munim say, you need to look at these days BBI this World Day, this
World Day. Now we're making statements.
So you need to look at it and prepare yourself ahead. So you put in a statement so that you can be recognized and you read it to generate a debate. And he will look at it in the coming years so that we can prepare him to also put in something so that he can catch the eye of the speaker. As he reads that statement, he generates a debate. Then everybody knows your MP has made an input. These are the starting points of every MP to be able to make.
Consultant Nukbeno.
As my all kind about strongholds of parties. Apart from the psyche of the Ghanaian, a BC political parties, the members no be so it differ.
Okay.
Because there are certain instances will be a bit creative situation. Let me be very blunt with you. When we just out, for instance, you had supposedly MPP people. One more sponsor independent candidate. South against Andre. Now the person comes into Ghana by 10,000 votes or so. One more argument be and it's a two MC, the same people know party candidate to independent, yen two MC, now one ma or my MP vote so tea. Who work for independent candidate? Abba, I'm a bear say. Na at every vote no so we have been say MC no boama president any that number of votes or some boama MP no returning despite the fact that we party no dom no and ne mo see yentu no when your party mpanifo bi yes bi no won cry ha no mo support that agenda. People sponsor publications against young crowd. People sponsor demonstrations against MMDCs. Min can't say MMDC be and so automatically they one year I wouldn't support. But and yes, I say fashion no. If it's executive the president or two no, or intel on every single MMDC. Into the year Jumadin as for no, and your demonstration now come on be one city one no and they change issues. Into who yes no. One person who my party no why he. What's the point in that? Into one person, even though there could be your stronghold, no, who actions or your inactions, no, who my party no why he. Into a bit in chair, or per cronk or 2 crampo, or per back or 20 hours. These are all the things. And for the first time, no, many consultants,
political consultant. Katamanso.
Baba Mijia Gaji. Yes, Avenue Becca. Tibana, some baby onion, they say, observe edited so that and come one.
Hobson Adoyese Obi, I got 39,450 and the president got 37,295. Anthony Nukwenu will speak like this because he was a beneficiary of my sabotage. Hobson Adoye and
that would be winning so they become a beneficiary. I want to say that will candidate winning so they who candidate wins when you're home for
yeah. But some point, I mean, you've been following the interviews, and running and
Papa, on some woman and can't bear on the nimbe as my meetings on Koya. And think more can I say, the man can be granted, but Marco does. And none will be answered by our co sponsor pieces to piece in and coming can be. But
Anthony, now we'll care about party. obenya superior strategy obesha ne nneoma yi and the next election no obetimi make solid inroads from how am I starting? Are you not worried as a member of the NDC?
For you now, my father video so ama me nuaba bi lawyer LC Apaokulu Awudapa and then in Awuda me bisanya minshra ni kwantinte mano.
Amen.
Obi, I can remember say many enkwechi krampo a 2017 you go through more turbulent situations more than what is coming today. And at that time I was really downhearted. I was even in the forefront of condemnation and vilification of some people in the party, to the extent of even vilifying my own founder.
Yeah.
So I see it as one of those, because election, uluzua, and easy to come over the situations that come. It's like going to sea and big storm rock your boat. You don't get a catch. You come home, there is hunger home. Soon. Instead of giving them the real situation as to what happened at sea, say when you know, you can't tell them a lot of other things to give them hope. Say in coming days there will be fish, or a fish will be sold, and when you sika ato eduane amom, in Tiomo Trenko Sisana and Bar, there will be brazen anger.
Yeah.
But what we are seeing today is normal. For me, it's normal. I see some of them as
normal.
I see some of them as ugly noises, and I see some of them as cockroaches giggling in the kitchen. It will come. We overcome it, because highly some of the things that buy on the grounds of ill-informed, perceived situations.
Okay.
Say people felt nkrofo feel said niam bi mu embra mu akwan mu enti amba no they need some create certain impression to woo the masses in that situation. They put them in an uninformed position to rally around them, to tag certain people in a bad light. But I can say in 2017, much higher of this happened, but we surmounted it, and we came vibrant, came from 106 to 137.
To 137 seats.
From 4.7 million to about 6.2 million. Me sister, we a political watcher. Now with the politics, now we share how the NDC survived all the threats by the attack on NDC businesses, NDC bigwigs. In summer course, so like we were nothing to write home about. But nyame ya adum kakra itimi nya honde achieve this feat. Na say we ni so a. And then now party now name no. Say be unim ni enti a unemu. Because I'm backed by a magical enye magic bi ni eye ahofama nipa hu kasachre ni odo bi a yenyama ye hu. We never got even 80% of unity to achieve it.
Ekosiisen on Asempa FM.
Who call election? You must have two things in your mind: a lose or a win, a rise or a fall. And with this at the back of my mind, I know say 2020 election, I had a high hope of winning, but there should be a room for lose, a bar. G. They said, how did you perform? Say, you're falling below the 4.7 in 2016. And can say, but look at where we are. So 106 seats, no, you reduce here. And can say, then you're quite a buy. But look at where we are. It's the coca. All of them will not survive it. Because 2016, we never survived it how much more 2020 or 2021. And we welcome everybody's obiani criticism, but make sure say your criticism fall within the tenets of the game. Edimbu ball arubashi share in sema obe kanfa onia honu se oni gina so hwe se wona ye di yawa how will you feel? Ebi mo ametiti no
Ekosiisen on Asempa FM.
very, very ugly, highly uninformed, based on ignorance. Because sebi se oka se obi aware okọ ware na ma edin kuku a sebi se branch executive bi na say mere sympathizer bi ka we a me dey no be che no, but who rise could do fit bi a ye dey can say leading members. So do you fit to be in the leading member status again if you make these infantile submissions? Infantile in the context of not malice or insult, because I could be near way nigga say who man call her. For me, we end this in your utemia. Mesro. Nyabutrema on. Yemfa akuma show in your party. Idioti in your party. When you refuse to use your head wisely to look at issues on board, you say, what is the far-reaching conclusion of this issue? Now the wakuma ube wuna party no da ho. Now usu ebeba.
Ekosiisen on Asempa
Say
FM.
hey jobodo, say hey jobodo, and the people say hey eba tuwa mo pefefe ebe si yo. Let's brace ourselves up, because let's love what we have. NDC is a very enjoyable organization, but you see, we've been highly infiltrated by later day saints who highly only patronize or organize the party on social media, and for say social media is the order of the day. Nyomu say 24/7 they sit on one platform or the other, and all they do is to vilify, denigrate, and antagonize certain leading members of the party. I disagree with many elderly people and some seniors of this party on one or two, but ebe me din say me can someone no cry for in public space, because it is about me disagreeing with them. But what is the percentage of my disagreement in the entirety of the party? And then ya sema e deja okrum ene ye kan who could do filling station or cut off fuel bo ayedin, cement bo ayedin, insio emba okrum, light in some ayedeja. Instead of we having time to discuss these issues, it's about NDC, because one statement to the other is popping up and it's becoming news for media space. Now ye cancel if you say I don't know, yes say one coffee hwidi am be fear, one shall be fee.
That be.
Intimate edge. I have always said, and by this time we need to step out on outreach. This statement being released, no, the more the statement, the more people disagree with the statement. So, mesre national leadership, munja statement, no, yentin si krum.
That's a statement, and so are they able achieve?
People continue to disagree with the statements and make unwarranted statements about whatever it is, and it's creating tension. So, young, put yourself together, demarcate the country, OBNC constituency B. Let's engage the people there one on one, because I believe strongly, say, lack of proper communication has created this gap.
On Asempa FM.
Who are the people who created the impression in the mind of the people? As some people say, there is a high possibility of rejection of Akufo-Addo nominees. It is ourselves. I will not take myself out. Yeah, they create here. Say for this one dear, none of them will survive it. Ebimu call social media handles. By the standing orders, with 50% rejection, you are out. Not knowing, say, that 50% must be on the floor of parliament.
Yeah.
Did they ask themselves, do we even have 50% members in parliament? 137, 137. One individual decided to join a group. And for that matter, you have lost your 50% status. Also, you didn't make room, say, on the day of such critical decisions, Obi Betimi.
Yeah.
Yeah. Obi Betimi.
Ayare, genuine Ayare. Yeah.
Obi Betimi. Etu kwan. Obi Betimi si. Enti you the possibility of being 137 in your crampon in the honor. Ebi mu na course. Mesre NDC teacher for nyina. Say
on Asempa.
Bisa hu say emra ye wo mi say wo na wo ye mrahye bedwemi won peso so parliamenta anka wana montu oni ye ukasa etis ebeye sen esense ukonante wo umpeso aso kika nkyere nkofo se muntu me so abana me ko gina manam manemu e wo mrahye bedwemi na menya ABCDEFG na obuta ni say NDC John Dramani ma be mrahye beye omanpenyi e ma bibia ayefan enti emre yam NDC mama enye president omanpenyi Akufo-Addo won pani ni mahwe na president ono aso ne be pa asoafo e ma sa asoafo no ho na wo beko akope bibia ko mpenso aso anka wanam to be sen se ene ya wugina mrahye bedwemu wo fi wo si kire sa asoafo no se mempe weni mahwe mintu wo so aba mempew wa fi wo si a kire no wo fi wo si kire no ensi ni kwan so obeye asoafo with almost 138 wadanios asoafo se bibi kire sa mrahye bedwani na obetimi akosa
minister
no ho se okosre aba ompenso aso ana tibisa won se ka wo na wo sa wo mrahye bedwani na how would you have acted? So you put yourself in that context and analyze, diagnose yourself and see say whether your MP at the time of taking decision acted well or acted on the grounds enye. If you say ayewe bibie ni ho be ye be so ni peni. Nti uye bibia yeni a dodo no ebenya wo hu energy. And I believe say as we speak the majority of NDC members, supporters, and sympathizers are highly pleased with whatever situations have happened.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Silence majority, no, it doesn't see. Who disagree and are making some of these statements out there. Because sometimes you have a platform of over 250. Those of us who talk on the platform are about 15 or 25. Timumbisa mu se mu 25 na mu ye de no. One chobi no. They read you.
Yeah.
Ask yourself, why are they not
commenting?
They are diagnosing between the sense and the senseless. Intimate who said the fact say you are on certain social media handle and making some of these statements, you form the majority. I tell you, hell no. Hell no. And I believe strongly say, ye tu ye hu esi krom, ne ye call the constituencies, the wards, the branches, ne meet the stakeholders, ne din sam no etu seniors, ne ye sinsino mu hu a, they will never regret voting for their MPs. And they will never call for any change in leadership in parliament. You
don't support the change in leadership.
People should stop the ugly.
You don't support the change in leadership.
What change? What change?
Na bibiri an go for kan.
Dear na Haruna aya say yensisano. Pure ignorance. People don't understand the work. So the fool say people have pumped certain things in the mind of they say ena sikebi akọ sikebi changing hand.
Yeah.
Can you prove ene ye twin be gina say wo say asimasi jisika say enti no ma ABC koso say free wa obetimi approve. Let's stop feeding the mind of our grassroots with poisons. tomorrow you can be a victim of. I will plead. Say, end this HTFOE. Bibia mu bia mu tibia na se mu kan no one kasa asem nyina no. They are the guilty folks. Guilty folks. Those who are poisoning you and poisoning your mind on some of these things. Woman no munya sa di brena omo de be di omo kanu. I have me leader of parliament yentina sindin komoda. We've made high. But
in this case, you mean
in NDC today, yes. One of the finest, adorable, young, affable, intelligent young man you can find in Ghanaian politics. You won't take Haruna out. If you don't understand him, try to get close to him and understand him. Anthony, I don't need to get close to Haruna to understand him. From the days of his student leadership, through to national youth organizer of NDC, I know his prowess. He stands for a certain truthful principle, and he acts in accordance of his knowledge and the intelligence he had on the issue, and he deliver accordingly. People are just creating certain impression around him on false grounds, and it won't survive. I will stand for Haruna any day, anytime, anywhere. Provided whatever he is doing is in the light of God and the light of mankind.
You would by this not resist any attempt to change him.
They won't survive.
It will not happen.
It will not happen. It won't. It will not. Haruna's leadership will survive parliament, and we shall use it to surmount our challenges and get 2024.
But unfortunately, you are not a national executive member.
I don't need to be a national executive.
If NEC decides, I would then.
I'm a member of NEC.
Yeah, we're a member of NEC.
Yes.
If FEC decides,
NEC cannot take that decision without consulting NEC. They can't.
But in NEC, no, some of those.
Yes, so I am a regional organizer. I have other 15 regional colleagues. So my duty is that when that NEC meeting is called, I'll rally all of them to sing my song.
To sing your song.
And then we'll have to infiltrate other
camps.
Executives to explain issues for them to understand. Say, this is the light. This is the darkness. Don't fall there.
And the light should be, say, Haruna should continue to lead the minority group in
Parliament. It is not about Haruna. Any of them can be leader of parliament. Yeah. But the current situation where people are acting ignorantly. Okay. Uninformed, and based on baseless
allegations,
submissions, I don't see how you can take that infantile minds to see and get fish home. I believe whatever is in the system today is the best bet for us. Until anything happens tomorrow, currently, whatever people in Krofujina so every years I call no, it is power badash.
Lose the moral authority.
What moral authority?
For the first time, a member of the appointment committee, a member has resigned from the appointment committee.
Forget about that one. It is a non-starter.
How do you forget about it?
Is that news?
Hey, now okay. Yes.
In your nyam ne asha said Gina committee we so also unpebuma, it is no news. Committees no obi abetime Gina bia so. Enti enese minua kuma Sami Okuja to say on pe so be Gina appointment committee. In nyam ne asha no. Say nyam no obi betimi e betimi asha obi obi akọ Gina ho no. Enyo no kwa ne kita competence and the credibility to be on appointment committee. Each of the 137 MPs has that competence and capability. So betimi atina appointment committee so ayenia e bia na mo fo say Sami ya esombo. Until you give somebody opportunity, you don't know what is within him. Until that is
send the right signal.
It has no signal to send anywhere. Let's drop that in the nearest dustbin. Let's not even entertain it. Am I entertaining? What is the food value of that on the table of somebody, a Ghanaian today? Say obi or parliament or say on per committee be am obi duane, am issue about onifi, am light to ho, am fuel prices are dropping. And that become a news.
But say based on principle.
His principle, not the party's principle.
Mate, Sampain.
Obi. Wonim there be a meka in confirm syndrome when this so okay why me kasa in confirm wo mu didi bom wo mu ye bibia bom ba kwa no tu a wo mu nyina tu wo mu kosia no me fio
Ekosiisen on Asempa FM.
wo mu bi so say ye den ne tu ye asem beto ho po na ndc ni bi ba kon di kan koka no mu nyina di so obia nya independent analysis of asem no ebo wia afi na no makọ form cha hye no mo dwene hu se senke ye ne se toni tie na babi otie ya ne babi ametie yi wo ka da me ka se me yire me bibia ha wakumsin o ka se obi yire no not ya na obekọ ne vet ne se mbae no wo mu no mo nkrofo nyinara
Asempa FM.
no mo wo adwene bi se ye disqualify nkrofo eya me de se ne onu ahu the reality na nani submission no ye wi ameto club amana no
I don't know what's
we know they are no club no
ne se we no and the
What was
mema wasem mema
no
dem
buana cognac
okay
okay me to blue ledu ama eno
eno de
ende onye kwa wiseni
Ekosiisen on Asempa FM.
Obi waka ensem no NDC fo asem no nyina ye de omum panimfo e kan mekoto wo mu krofo trim wo mu ehyitai montin so omadi nkunim no enye kwabdansa chiameti yi ena mede koka kire wo mu some of their leaders wo mu pronouncements wo mu same kind now they making it look say at the highest level of leadership they are clueless if you say they are hell bent on say be winning power in 2024 and yes sir enka general secretary entimi nko gina wiase nka nkere ye say wo mu ka so wo mu pass yewura konforiata said obeba be say economy no ma take advantage of that me papa say nipa desani boni ba tuma na unyansan firi was a bonnet was when impish thoughts enter the heads of men they lose their senses bonnet about trimma na unyansa na firi into one more kansam we say no one man consider say
on Asempa FM.
said the nukunu aka no said the chibane ene Solomon Kansa say Sampine ya nominate me say finance minister na kasa yen tuntia me ya tutia me a yen kofa tone nukunu mba ye be kwa kofa another person from me kwan say no mu ene de beba wo antagonize obi na ye pass no a how do you even work with the president because parliament no mo no ye num dwa ye konya platform say ye dwa no ye nensa ye nimpanifo wo se metimi akọ minister we ho akọ lobino emo ape bibi se abrami constituent enu ti na edua num no nya bibi entra o na se who nipa no a wa ko nyina use edua num se we have a 3 unit classroom block no who pays for it and the finance minister who approves ebeka say education na say education minister ba na say who can antagonize you now? Who bet me do this ready akotu nanim say me Dr. Duchume misrewo me tituere Methodist primary dino abubunti o mama 6 unit classroom bi ewo projections are wuyem you cannot do that
Ekosiisen on
nti say wo ka kire wo ma wo fom no na wo mo etu wo mo trim na wo mo susu saa obi mu ankasa mu nkekaye enu mu leadership no ma so clueless wo mu nim de wo mu ye no ena koma sanse wo nyina aba
Asempa
me on ka se mo na me se enka me nka bio na kai ya sem bi bai ye trapia no mdi twitwiri wo mo se no pa bia wo mu ye no kebab enu no mdi bo wo mu nsaso wo mu ye nimre am de di afufuo enu mo ye ni nkruma wo mdi di wɔn akpɛlɛ ne wɔn banku wɔn yɛ no na wɔn refi sɛ in every political entity and organization no there are bound to be issues a ɛba ne ka no ɛyɛ kana yɛn from 169 na yɛn si ɛbɛkɔ anim ne anim si ɛbɛte aba medical can say some actions by certain individuals within the party certain supporters and bi wɔn parochial personal whims ɛnu ti no wɔn yɛ nneɛma bi affect yɛn and then they are seeing the reality wofi sɛ wɔ comfortable lead sɛ the NDC for kan na nka DJ bi bɛbɔ yɛ nwom Obi Obi nka DJ bi amɔ yɛ nwom nka nim sɛ yɛbu ɔman no ba mesre hwɛ woyɛ opposition a enkyerɛ sɛ da bia wish bad or wish for the worst for the nation hwɛ wosi wo pɛ sɛ wobɛdi abusua panini ɛno nti abusua fie no ayɛ timu no ayɛ nyinaa ayɛ abusua timu no pillars no ebubu iron rods no rot wosi wo deɛ wo mmoa emia reinforce no na emprontity ɛdan ne dwirigu a yɛn wɔ mu nyinaa yɛbɛwu wonyɛ obia so ni no busua panini no what the point na say nti sɛ wo sɛ dun ketia woni sɛ do abombo mo friends say kra Boga MP no
and I was say do hwan
abongo or the same kra
Isaac
Adongo what here an interview now Ogante Moamu Joy News
Enra same bo ha
wo boy hu
yeah
who say senye pray the super make say kasa fun pa
o emu de here na
okay no
na say
Kmeka say fun pa look at the description of the man nipa no hwen sem o kafa no awonim say enya no kre na wonim one worry eye say enne so mo enyina agi atum by consensus nanka owo opportunity say ensem na obo no interview no kafa yewura kan ho no opportunity say nkobekwa akotena vetting na se no bisa sa questions no onye member he could have written,
he could have passed through another person,
passed through Samia Ukujetua Blackwan principles and personal people no na kwoma could be sa questions no if you say wo bo bi subo wo ko bi ho asem nipa na ni yidie sem o de beba no eno na be kire se asem a waka no eye nokra na enya nokre nti wo tra ho so kwaji sika bi wo ha wakoye say or issue bonds why we na say if you have that opportunity na nkonko bisa and now to fa input bi ama emfa nko bisa you call yourself a patriot ese Boga Central for pam no as MP
amon pam na say
na so di won hwamo odi ga na nyina hwamo
o say o take a decision based on principle he doesn't want to be
bring one simple
on person obey
bring one simple as ma make count him as you
on person obey part of everything that went on in parliament
what can sem bebre afa kan ho ensem na wakeka no ho no wotu wakonwam na o grant interview ama journalist when your platform be so ejinejina akasa run up to the election so I'm not an economic spokesperson in some more kind no say you renominating nipa no na say wo input na say wo member of the committee kura no a wo do anu disem emu obi so nko bisa mo in asking those questions you know ho na wo be either convinced or otherwise about the also why no na wanye we say now with glee and pride we be treat radio nim TV so cameras wonim ebusu bumai o se ebia sentia no eguso na wo sere ka je bia se enunti na wo tu wonko wonya the service to Nkrofo enya the service to Ghana your man bi so ankwa resign nura no a You my for bisua and Casedu Adongo, kwa resign Azikadongo, and kwa resign Ranwa. What did I say? Okuja to
Asempa FM.
a branch here. Unai urging you know parliament. What's it? Personal
reasons and principles. Yes.
Principles ben. Asembe ni see ho. Principles no wo no. O meka dey see ho nti o ma ogina sa. Me o minim the principles o wo. Intina rightly Tony kan no. What's it? A personal principle, no party principles. Because one more question, fake ne peck. Ekosiisen, and no mutual character say, Munkonko rejecting Crawford. One kai, or some friends, some medium fee, or canting that day won't come and quite cut some by 45 minutes. What telephone so? We are not sure community be. Omo kind said, Omaka, actually, we are not. One more can't so my passing Crawford. He a statement no issue now or on the Twitter page.
No, or yeah, Facebook post. Yes.
And what debate try one mother pa. A pussa one. And man woman the party for no na sa populism no. You find ya dear. Had the okuja to hire the nita the so to work kanka. We be the organizer. Me say abomosu ko twi ka for the paso. Me sampai. Me nim papa Jacob Jeblante and he said John Monyo. Yen the fair three party penifo a ye dru sin ho. Penifo na ho ni community ye na tu abran ye the people bomb me bullets next time. She say ma that time yi be kan sem me am student
no the police
student there be student ya o
you your friend is saying
Broja ebe kan say me truthful no be angu no be empra ne sa na no. We were the first three persons to be on the scene. Again see here. Now your party penina say an. Again see here. It's the populism. A man come for. When a man come for, you do to defense. One no wom two na kwaso. Wutri nyananya attack bi osun wa chen wa obe head ya show. E kwaso ne man ba you say ye wa ya die obi ya die. E bi no mo ye no. Adongo okuja to say dun katia en na tufo e ye man come for no mo ye populism. If so mo nim say wo mo agya niam wo mo bo fam no bo fu. Na yi kan sem bi wafo adwuna ma ho. Solomon and cancer. O si ekuo biara wo beka se enkwara bi enwene mamu no wo how. Without thinking through the issues well. If you say one more leadership, the leadership no e dey na so mo ye.
Asempa FM.
Enti one kasa eno makokum koko. One na akom no hu. Na omu no hu no maka no hu. Wonim no hu. Them fan for friend pihu.
Impihu. One of my favorites.
Our friends say. Impihu.
Wonim adekro.
Don't mind the crumple.
Okay.
Me akpla ni fitre. Wonim no hu. They did be a mankani
and I said bayere
say enya to ye can vegetable no I say
I just saw the trend poto
dogbo
okay yeah
and the bayere ye we call we see you come the body cry.
My favorite one was cry how Asmera at the end of the
yeah,
very nice.
This me papa the be two can be am Tom and can ba business come me. Winim. Say no o masem no aye se hu ani no adwo. Na sia no hihihih. Hwe akwa bi London. On sa kata for mu omo restaurants no omo yes are traditional you know. And okwena na danfo ba ko ti ho akwaji aginu na ni se nyina prunsi osu to kwena busan sa because na eya no nwa no te ne pa odidi na osu na so me na duane ano pepa ani o na me to bibia na me kai no na me su ti akranze eni duane be den to order bie a buyer a Nina Dakama or that tradition two and more good machine meaning
Ekosiisen on
or born a near so tata. I say, Mekauna Nemuna, near Subi Boa. A bini and this if one somewhere, Ekos no. One of you said Nino, Ajo. Na Asiano, she na ebeko minimum no minimum be bro.
There's no she.
When you send somebody Ekos nyinara every day free. Every statement as a median feedback issue. Some man, I said, don't catch up no if you be a catcher on some coye. Open some bojo Mohammed, me money ding. But be
out of your mama, please.
If you bet my boy, I'm see be a person with bojo Mohammed, me money ding. Me say, if you be a free.
I said, don't tell you.
And then they are more catch them on Crawford. And yeah, me that say what can I say? You need to engage your party people. I'm say me general secretary, my national chairman, national officers. One more so far I know say they want to Greater Accra, Ashanti, Bono, Ahafo, Bono East. I know say at least 5 regions in there. Omako. I know say they are going to go the second phase number called Extrema Kuwie, one normal by East and Baby Mpano. They engage all regional officers, all constituency officers. They engage us. They ask for opinions, questions, suggestions. That's how you build the way forward. Okay? That's how you build the way forward. Now, take this opportunity and go and tell Sweden Katia. Say, when or yeah, a best 7 image. Can't I say, when or yeah, a best 7 image, not the populism. And young man come for to boy ye no. What is it about to boy ma akoyeda? To boy ye, a preacher nasa besi walk buying and pretending in abobo. To boy ye bianco ye. Populist action it ends up in chaos. I could say choose. In this chaotic situation,
okay, being put.
What's it?
Who can solve a candy and come in the way?
Me too for no. I don't know one pen.
Baunim, we say, Obi, good evening. As much as I tend to share in some of the things your panelists are saying, it is also fair to accept that the inconsistency is clear. The several allegations about Ken Ofori-Atta by our leadership and the subsequent general consensus do not align, hence the seeming turmoil. Sampine should also know that Sam Okudzeto has not stated his reasons, so they should stop the conjecture. Adongo duly submitted his questions and were asked. Haruna told the world why Ofori-Atta should not be approved, but somehow some trade-offs, quote, occurred, hence our dismay. Eugene Ishen Elliott, a constituency secretary ma NDC or Clole, and as a Clote Cole.
Catch Eugene say you know share me.
Cole.
Na me nkyere no say asmo aka nyina obo. Why na kan kyere no? Why na edongo kana asem no? Oso de no question for ma why? What grant interview I kyere so anu de asem ko na hino mpeso betie de ekoso. Nipo mpeso betie de ekoso e na no de wo de question ko mo bi asem ka betie no mu de eko. Obi. Eugene man yes I me obi na ada o. Sabrefie.
Good evening, Obi. Is that Anthony Nukpenu who just spoke? My goodness. We have not been right to criticize the leadership in Parliament, and come what may, Ken will still have been approved then. Then there was no way we should have gone to court after the election because Nanado was leading in percentage. They will now do the party work with their family members. Sankwas, Seshak, and Anthony Seshak is obviously not happy. Seshak, no?
Oh, yeah. He has no identity.
Obi, please tell Nukpenu that Hobson Adoye will win Pon Katamanso in 2024.
Go and win.
Abele Nungwa.
Go and win.
Good evening, Obi. What some of the NDC members are doing clearly shows that they are not ready for power anytime soon. A party in opposition that keeps disorganizing instead of organizing. Anyway, Midi Mifiasem, master planner, is in Kintampo. Obi, Sampan should now speak like an incoming deputy minister and not a board member of Kumasi Abattoir. Wait, Nana Kakra.
Kakra was on the phone, my father. Kakra is on the phone.
Oh, God. Asamo. Mama Yashana, Yan Rapi Apena, Yan sorry, and Co. No, but no, Bibi, can I say no one?
Well, me, I have only two simple issues. One, maybe in fact, traffic will come and then Mintiasi.
And their own. It's not holiday.
But I don't get it. Ochina holiday in tea.
Every time you
No, so
going
everywhere
on the
like,
eve of Christmas,
all
eve
the
of Easter.
intersections. It's so police for Mesre, MTTD commander Greater Accra. Omutinsi crew because most of the intersections. So I said traffic lights near winty is bad. Omutinsi crew no boy and yes sir. Me car baby na me for motorbike.
Wow.
I couldn't have come if I wanted to drive.
Wow.
Mesre obi biaro 2 kwan so. Emedu say ya na see 23 15 11 see yefsre. Ba ko si Monday die enti asempa. Omo be ko beaches no so no.
Tabi Greater Accra so mabani beaches so. Then the many regional minister kasa.
On the beaches.
I say from your friend is saying Shy Hono Beach, Ben Crown, from a while to Kokrobite. No beaches will open.
Still Kokrobite beach.
On Asempa FM.
I'm not encouraging anybody to go to beach. Swimming pool soon Kofogo. Always have a swimming pool.
No one can swimming pool.
Yeah, who said Kofogo was swimming pool Mudana?
No, you're not talking about death.
COVID into
COVID.
more of COVID.
But Mesre, Obi Biara or any enjoyment center. On who see. Yes, be who eji wonkwa wanka se woso wu nefa share wo fie fo are ho 3 COVID no enkoye celebration should be in moderation say ma variance no fufuro ensemble tc ekrom. Lastly afiaso NDC fo nyina etie mi de nyame jam Mr. saying in Ajo bro. Just after this Easter break, you see party leadership from all walks of life with your members of parliament and parliamentary candidates will be coming to your constituencies, your branches, and your wards. With the announcement, avail yourself. Brahonum, Bibi Biada Wakumason, Braneyanka. I believe say maybe Wakuma is show because you have not had any fair information.
Ekosiisen on Asempa FM.
Best as you can to engage with leadership in all forms. Me say you understand. And then from there we can start the reorganization. Move for early Congress. It's like they don't even know the party they belong to.
Yeah, I need to call it for early Congress.
Someone who has become a former vice chairperson of the party. You don't know how this party has reorganized after every election. Oh, please. They should stop this
FM
attitude.
Also, Moon started a branch new way election. Said they by next year and move it to national executive. The end fast.
You see, Utu Abamo will be 2018 or 4 years.
Yes.
2022 do year. Wait 4 years. How do you call for that person to be removed?
Now, constitution, money provisional say Obi person call it for early Congress. It can be called for.
Is it by radio submission? You should submit it in a written memoranda. We'll table it, discuss it. Says Nyansebi wo will apply. But they should stop this ranting on social media and mass media. The formats or the applications are clear. The last time I remember is 2018 a year branch election, 2018 a year constituency election, 2018 a year regional election, 2018 a year national election. Until 2022, no, all these portfolios, no 4 years, but that doesn't
branch the next year.
But that doesn't mean say we will not revert back because 2017 the branch of constituency say we need to re-registration of all members.
All members, yeah.
And Emra ye lose 2016 no situation e find year 2017 to yentimi and shall say because Kwesibotri committee have to finish its work. Into mu here with their recommendations and neck yet to adwin then we said say yes set it aside the biometric registration then go on manual to re-register all party members. That alone took about 2-3 months. And the DF share first quarter of first 3 months of the 2018
okay.
In a year branch election. And now by August, June, July, August, June, July, honum, and a year constituency. And now August, year constituency election. And now November, year.
Ekosiisen on Asempa FM.
August, year regional elections. November, year national election. And now first quarter of 2019, year presidential primaries. This is what we did. And some Kofuni, they have 4-year term per the constitution. But say per se year anything to bring back our calendar to the normalcy of what it is. It is about realigning and discussing. And yet the rant on radio, early Congress, how do they really understand it? Mesre, Obianya Butre, Yena Neko Epo, and I'm near Kochi, Storm ne Eche, and my young negu in Sunu, young Fabian Biffy. Ebufona Yawe Yahoo, and Obia warrior, Obi say, how can Obia warrior be my NDC na Ebutu? You can't do this based on is it hatred? You can't wait and I didn't buy it. The issues are many, but the more we talk about some of these things, the more we crack the party. Let's learn from the past. We've come far.
Ekosiisen on Asempa.
We've come far, and the NDC stands strong. The NPP today knows the prowess and the worth of the NDC. They know say yenye party bia ye da okeke. Inti na nanu mini udi komika say NDC no Baba trio. One hand cannot hold it. All these groups will arise, make these their noises, but as to their strength that they can do something, I'm here to see because as many as left the NDC forming political parties, BDZ in one bank and only parliament. The DFP in financial parliament. He came back, joined Kaka, Penifo Huni Mobo, on the name Penifuichi, see a file, and then I could do parliament.
Asempa FM.
That has been his only last hope in this world
to
be a member of parliament. And then I'm happy for him. Me, I've had my downs in NDC.
Yeah.
When I see people who don't merit becoming portfolio holders when I was nobody. People who mock us when we're doing student thing become portfolio holders.
Ekosiisen on
I feel
Asempa FM.
All what I tell myself, catching me who say,
my time go come.
Me, Emma Minkwa, Debbie, Missumi Debeba. That is all what I pray for.
You are incoming national organizer of the NDC. Yes,
that's a party for no say.
Yes.
Who say fata? I have no choice.
You've proven beyond reasonable doubt.
I still wait unto the Lord to guide me. I don't go to church, but I believe in the Almighty God. I am a baptized person.
Yeah, but was
I am a baptized person.
Medobeba Pentecost. Why?
Pentecost.
Champagne.
Obi.
Medobeba Pentecost. Church of Pentecost. Right. Champagne. Yes.
Echo Pentecost for Assemblies of God.
Yes.
Redemption Assemblies, New Swami. Almost 40 years over the weekend.
Oh, okay.
Almost celebrate. The last year, actually, but because of COVID, no, I went to me and celebrating the last week. Now, so for Reverend Dr. Patrick JB, Ajimai, I say, Odobiase. When they are associate member.
Oh, okay.
When I'm here, member,
sorry. And I
will
call
Roman. We are associate member. Timi Koko Poa, I'm so much. We are Simangina. Gaji Suchao. Adafo bi sa send
How
me
many
ni
times
adafo.
I get
Na adafo bi send me ni adafo no din nti na ma me kan sa no nti on so be tia no.
Gaji $1 ya ma unkwa na odi so star gaji den.
Na bi gaji me yekọ New Jersey a. Ni ho na etie. Emro nyama yen. Gana aduane a yedie no. At times you hakra no yekọ na restaurant nko didi.
Mo nya bibi
Enya bi ni sa. Nti me bondi ama mondi why. We say yo yeah. And that be the contact be ma na wo kono ho. Ono na ye open to obia. Wonim ye ma me Bokman abi Bokman side of the police.
Yeah, PR no.
PR.
Yeah, public affairs director.
Now he gave some figures on accidents. The first 2 months of this year, one motor any car, one more 517. One more prepra and kahon. Ye call your conventions, ye call meetings. Yeah, she said they call as a call from Kakra because of COVID. No?
Yeah.
A call from Punya Kakra. Ye betu to coin, see a quack driver for motorcyclists. Woma Kenya, yang a quantiforno, yang share
Ekosiisen on Asempa FM.
Na yang ko Yesu and then sorry, or the beji and biomuno. Yang komra na yang the glory of God. Na COVID protocols. And Nora, and Nempo, Sak Machin Abane, a branch of president of France. A seminar Ginisamo.
Oh, sir.
I see there's a third wave. Are they contemplating lockdown? Oh, France. Britain. Madame Fantini has a Madame for Trump Day. Boris Johnson. Uhunuso. Yet the Nyame Yadum. In the midst of all, and they crowd figures in the form. People feel say because daily infection rate in the form. Na active cases so form no. One fee say and one no. Your best friend said you it say Henry Cote MP Minister Reader Mr. Greater Accra Oka and open so many share radio back so okay. One ya baby ya ban near my semi no. We should be circumspect. Mama for once ye nimra so. Okay. Na bibia.
Na me DV Asempa FM.
Paul de Soso.
Was sending a message here.
Bichiano.
Paul de Soso.
We see ontu na busiani no. The sister said
no, ni relation ni Anita de Soso. And I want ya oka.
Ontu no fo. Sema oka no. Na apart from bibia minim NDC for a year adwuma. NDC for so nim MPP for a year adwuma. Me minim say Chief Biney for instance. Adwuma ye in the central region no. Enti say wo ka asem no na personalize no. Na ko ka sa nema no a emwa. Moreover, why you encourage say your politics of divisiveness. You bejai. Enti MPP ni ngare NDC ni.
Tribal divisiveness.
Ana anwani enware enkrani.
What are we talking about here?
Inti side language no emwa discussions aye no. Yewura kenofurata wo mo a etwe na boss no. Obi COVID by eniema e wo se o my Ghana eye nyinara. O ye na fam de boy. Hwe yenti ha enanuane ye dima wo mu ni bie. Ye ma stimulus package, e ma small medium scale business, any large scale businesses. Yen ko hwe aban for aban e ma yen nsuo ene nkane bo no o de che yen. All right? PPEs are ye dima frontline workers. Health benefits edimo tax edicho bonuses some dema wo uko senior high schools basic schools are PPEs edima students and teachers and so forth. Okay. It all came at a cost into a beer one handle the economy ni ye. You bet me sir. Na ye den in managing the crown Ghana, the whole world, near the third best country. And now we are World Health Organization, or the countries that got it right and those that got it wrong. Or single 2 countries out, Ghana, South Korea. Say ye near my pa, ye near my ye, or COVID management to them. And the I said, don't get ye. Munke kaya no ne mon semo mo kaya no na akofa we say nyina ba mo NDC fu so je say na da na mo panifo no da mu o ton enti mponti ma mo tiku kwaye kwashi ties amfa se on person du mani ekowie mo leadership so eye chobo ye ubo ya enkwankosi aga ya ne hu se Ghana ha so because of man no ma otimubi na se dun kati abeka se santi o man no ma otimubi
I mean na say Paul de so say Anita in the senior sister say oyo first born
okay
omo first born here Anita de so
on friend ne no
na on 24
Paul de madam for no but no he's a lovely guy because he she ada ya na program na tutu bi my ho but when we met in Worcester and he's a lovely person politician is a titie mu that's one important thing
of course may that say some pioneer ten can original secretary Ashanti region NPP Anthony Nukpenu regional organizer Greater Accra region NDC Midini Osai Bonsu